Hey everyone, welcome to the Voncast show. I'm your host Vaughn. Some of y'all know me as Vaughn Eisen. I noticed that the last two podcasts are lacking an intro, so here's one. So I'm Vaughn, obviously, and I like to do podcasts because I like talking to people. Having genuine conversations with people is more like it. And I'm using this as a platform to give other people a voice about their creative, passionate pursuits, if that makes sense. So you can catch this podcast on voneisen.com/Voncast. That's VONAIZEN.com/VONCAST. I want to put it up on iTunes in the near future, but in the meantime, it'll be on this format. So we're waiting for our guest, so I thought I'd like to plug in some stuff. Let's see. So some of you already know that I do music. On July 28th, which is a Friday, I will be dropping a music video called No Flocking Remix with our first podcast guest, MC Zuko. So check that out. Directed by Cindy Kravitz. Shouts out. And hey, who do we have here just pulled up? It's Josh, our podcast guest today. He's I think he's a pretty darn good skater. Takes some pretty dope videos and cool photos. We're gonna talk to him right now. Hey, go for it, man. Pull up, like.
Am I just walking into
Yeah, dude. No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, dude. This guy just hold up. This guy just texted me like an hour ago. He came from Palmdale, so thank you so much. So he came from Palmdale, man. What did you do in Palmdale?
I was dropping my brother off at school.
Wow. So you came from here. You drove to Palmdale just to drop off your brother?
Yeah.
Wow, that's dedication, man.
Yeah.
So I know this guy from Asian American Studies 201, Racing Critical Thinking. I sat behind him. It was a pretty cool class, and I keep seeing this guy over and over, and like this guy's everywhere. For those of you who don't know, he works at the Creative Media Studios at the CISA and Library, Hoviat Library. Thank you for helping me out with the Final Cut Pro stuff.
Yeah.
And when I need to have technical issues in here in the studio for the Pro Tools. So let's get into it, man. So I noticed you skate a lot, man. What got you into skating?
That's such a dope question. I love answering that. When I was a little kid, my dad actually got me a board.
Okay.
And you know when you're a little kid, you just kind of like ride around. And it's like,
yeah,
you're not really taking it serious. I just liked riding around, and like kids had like bikes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in 6th grade is when like I started seeing other kids in Palmdale skating.
Okay.
And that's when I kind of started taking it more serious.
Okay. Do you remember your first setup?
I think it was like a Walmart board. It's like a little plastic board.
Cool.
But like my first, I would say pro board was like a pharmacy board.
Pharmacy board.
Or yeah, it was a pharmacy board.
Wow, man. What kind of trucks did you have?
I had Thunders.
Thunders?
They broke on me too.
How do you break trucks? They're like metal, bro.
I don't know.
What are you doing on those things, man? And then what kind of bearings did you get?
I feel like they were Luckies. Luckies were like
Luckies
big.
are good.
Yeah, they were cool.
Did you have the 3s or 7s or 5s?
I had ABEC 5s.
ABEC 5s?
Yeah.
7s go a little fast for me, man.
Yeah. No, they're crazy. Like, have you seen the ceramics?
The bones?
Yeah, bones.
I've only heard about them. I never ridden on them.
They're like $100, so I'm pretty sure they're amazing.
Have you tried them?
No. Yeah, I have actually. And
I mean, is there a big difference?
Yeah, honestly, because bearings slow down after like a certain period of time. So
yeah.
I would for sure say it's a
When I was younger, I remember someone said put baby oil in your bearings. Fuck that shit up. And someone said, oh, yo, put WD-40 in your bearings.
No, that actually messes up your bearings.
Yeah.
It causes like rust in it.
Yes, I didn't know that.
I learned that the hard way too.
Yeah, I wasn't like, this is pre-internet shit. This is not pre-internet, but this is like 2001, 2002. You don't know.
Word of mouth and stuff.
Yeah, man, yo, put some fucking baby oil. Put some fucking WD-40. It'll go faster.
No, that's so funny.
So you got into it, man. So what was your first trick? Obviously ollie, right? How long did it take you to pull an ollie?
Honestly, I can't even remember. Like, I feel like when you're a kid trying to ollie, your board kind of just, like, the truck only goes up, you know? Yeah. And then, like, once you really learn, I think, I don't know. I feel like I just kept, like, doing that truck thing. Yeah. Until, like, one day it just popped. But I didn't even realize because it just still felt the same as, like, my truck just going up. Right. But I'll tell you, like, a funny story. I learned varial flips before I learned how to kick flip.
How?
I don't know.
That's like, crazy, man.
One day after school, I just I used to take my board to school. Yeah. And while I waited for like my parents to pick me up from school, I was always trying to do kickflips and I couldn't. Like my foot would just land 1 foot off, 1 foot on. Yeah. And then one day I just threw a varial flip and like that trick made more sense than a kickflip and I landed that first.
So for those of you who don't know, what is a varial flip?
Okay, so kickflip is like the board does a 360 rotation. Yeah. Let's say vertical. I don't know. But varial flip is like a pop shove it and a kickflip combined.
Okay, so what's the difference from that and a 360 flip?
Okay, so a 360 flip is like a 360 spin with a kickflip. And a varial flip is just a 180 spin with a kickflip.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's weird. Some people say that people learn how to do heel flips before doing kick flips.
I have heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I got closer to doing heel flips. I never really landed those things, man. That kick flip, it was tough. I never was that good at skating because I was fascinated by it.
Yeah, it's for sure. Like you have to like really commit to it because there's times where I'm like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
It's I mean the penalties for messing up, it's pretty tough, man. I mean it takes a strain on your body.
Yeah, for sure.
When you do crazy ass stuff, man. Yeah. You told me like a week ago that you thought you were gonna die that one time. Knock on wood.
Oh, when I hit my head.
Yeah. What happened, dude?
So I was at the skate park and I remember it was these blue Leo Romeros. The bottom of the shoe didn't have enough grip on the bottom. But I was like, I'll be fine skating, you know? And I was trying to 180 off like the bank and it's like basically like a set of stairs without stairs. Yeah. And my right foot slipped off when I was doing a 180 in the air. So when I landed, I over-rotated my body, but I'm expecting to roll away because it's not that hard of a trick to me. So the second I hit the floor, I didn't expect it, so I straight smacked the back of my head.
Damn.
Like, my homie saw it from across the skate park, and he said it sounded like a brick hit the floor.
Wow.
Yeah, and like, you know, when you're a little kid, you're like, oh my God. So I like freaked out and searched it on the internet. And it was like, don't go to sleep for 6 hours. Wow. So I was like, I'm going to die tonight.
That's like, so scary, man.
Yeah, it ended up being okay though.
I'm glad, man. That's some scary stuff. That's kind of like why I never progressed that far because I wasn't that fearless. Yeah. I also saw a video of you a couple years ago. Dude, you cleared this crazy gap in Redwood Hall.
You're talking about the downhill one?
Yeah, man. How many tries was that?
I ollied it pretty quick, I think. Like 1 or 2 tries. Wow. But I ended up getting like 2 more tricks on it. And I was kind of battling for the back big spin on that. Just because the downhill landing is like so weird.
What goes through your mind when you're riding up that really quickly and you ollie? I mean, it's like a split second, but it may seem like a long time. What's in your mind when you're midair?
Don't doubt yourself.
Don't doubt yourself.
Like, you can't. I was listening to Q's podcast, and what he said was really true about, like, you can't really think. Yeah. It's like, I remember reading a quote from, like, a pro skater, Chris Jocelyn. He said, someone asked him, because he does crazy tricks, like, first try. And someone asked him, what do you think about in your mind? And he's like, I don't try the trick without knowing that I'm going to land it first try. Wow. So it's really like that. I'm going to do this, you know? Yeah.
And that's crazy because I always think when I had my little, I don't even a career, but I tried skating, I always thought, fuck, I'm not going to land it. And sure enough, I didn't land it.
Yeah, no, skating is like a big mind game. It's like, if you have any self-doubt before you try the trick, that's how people get the most hurt.
Kind of sounds like you can, it's like an analogy to life.
Yeah, no, for sure. I tell people all the time, like, skating transferred over into my real life.
How like, so?
I look at life in terms
one
of
trick
like
at a time.
No, you
quarter mile at a time.
Like you could look at it like one trick at a time because before you try a trick, it's like that idea of like, if I don't try this, like I'll be fine. But if I try it, I'll become that much better.
Right.
And I feel like it's always that first try that's always the worst, like in skating. And then once you do that first try, let's say it takes like 5 hours to get to that first try. Once you do it, you're like, oh, that was it? Okay, let me try it again until I land it.
Wow. So I guess, you know, you sometimes you fall, but you get back up and try it again.
Yeah. And as funny as that sounds, like, I've heard that, like, oh, fall and then get back up again. But I feel like if you skate and you've been in that battle of, like, you're like 3 hours in, everybody's trying to go home, but you're trying to get the trick on footage.
Right.
It's like you understand that analogy 10 times more.
Right.
Because it's up at the end of the day, it's up to you if you get back up to land that trick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's easy to walk away from something and be like, oh, I tried it.
Very true.
But like if you see skate videos and like you see people's scars,
oh my God,
it just tells so much more of a story of like, yeah, I went like 5 hours of that.
I never realized that it takes that long sometimes to land one trick, because obviously the skate video is edited, so it seems like it's 1 or 2 takes. Sometimes I have a couple tries, but you know, sometimes I see skaters out of frustration just hit their board on the ground and just snaps or something. Yep. I'm like, dude, how could you do that? That was like $50.
Yeah, no, the frustration is real. Like when you're skating, like.
Is that the battle you talk about?
Yeah, it's for sure, because it ends up being like you know you can do this trick. So it's like a mental battle. Maybe you're tired that day. You know what I mean? It's just, once you're in that, like, the war zone.
Yeah, definitely. It's a war zone, bro.
It's literally like you're fighting yourself. And everybody's like, you got this. And then you know you got it, but sometimes your feet don't work.
Right,
you know what I mean? It's like... crazy.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, like, what's the most serious injury you've had aside from your head hitting the floor?
I was on a trip to Vegas with pharmacy, and on the way back, I thought we were just going home, and then we stopped at a double kink rail. Okay. And I've never skated a kink rail in my life. And I remember getting out of the car, and I looked to my homie Austin. I was like, "You gonna skate this?" And he's like, "I don't think so." And we're all tired and stuff. Like, we just got back from a long trip. Right. And everybody's like looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I've always wanted to skate a kink rail, and I was just like, "Yo, it looks crazy." And then I remember my homie Phil was like, 50 the rail, because I love 50-50s on handrails. And everybody's like, "Yeah, 50." And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try it. Like, fuck it. Like, I'll just try it. And then I remember like that first try. It just felt like I could do it. I was like, yo, this is sick. And every try was just kind of like, all right, like, you could do this. And it took me a while to really pass that first kink. And through that first kink, I'll show you the video. Like, I have footage of me, like, going through the first kink and then popping out and then sticking it. And I was like, yo, I could really do this right now. Like, this is crazy. And then there was times where I would, like, get on and, like, slip. But I would save myself and fall on the rail. Yeah. Okay, so I'll show you the video. It's crazy. But there was one try where it was after I stuck it, so I was really trying to, like, all right, I need to do this now. I got on, and what I was doing was when I hit the second part of the kink, I would jump off and save myself. But this try, oh, man, the footage is nasty. This try, I went through the first kink, I jumped off, but I jumped onto the stairs, and instead of landing flat-footed on the stairs, on the edge of the stair, my whole foot just folded. Oh. And I, like, hit the floor. And, like, in that moment, I was like, my foot just, like, went numb. So, did you sprain your foot? Did you break it? I thought I broke it. I thought I broke my ankle, but it was just, like, a really bad sprain. Damn. So, I got blessed that I didn't break my foot. Yeah. That was for sure the most, like, painful. Like, my ankle was fat. It was scary. Some people say that spraining your ankle hurts more than breaking it. Is that? I can't tell you because I haven't broken it. Damn, dude. So, you said you were at pharmacy. Are you sponsored? Yeah, I'm sponsored by pharmacy. How does one get sponsored by a skate company or a company? The way I got sponsored is like pharmacy is like my local shop in Palmdale. Is it originally from Palmdale? Huh? Is it originally from Palmdale? No, so I think originally it's from Victorville. I want to say. Okay, shouts out. But don't quote me on that. Gotcha. But yeah, so they have a shop in Palmdale, and growing up, that's all you would see. Like, I remember there was a pharmacy video that was supposed to come out, still ghetto. It was like back in 2007. I remember seeing the trailer, and I was so hyped as a little kid. I was like, I'm gonna go watch this at the movie theaters, but it never came out. But you know, like, skating out there is like everybody has pharmacy boards or like a pro board. Oh wow, okay. So, you know, I wanted to get sponsored by them, and basically what you have to do is what I did, like I said, was like I would go in there every week. First, I asked them like, how do you get sponsored? And then I was a little kid, and they were just like, yeah, come in with footage, and we could like see what's up. And me and my friends would go out like every weekend trying to like get footage because like our goal was like we're gonna get sponsored, like we're gonna do this. So we would see like pro skaters on TV or like like on TV on the skate videos, but we could get sponsored, you know. And like I would just go in there every weekend with like new clips.
Damn.
And they would start seeing like my progression, and like slowly they like started hooking me up here and there. And then I think I got like a little sponsor tape. I gave it to them, and then I got then I started hooking me up, like, and they're like, yeah, you're on this team, like, you know. Yeah. And then I remember I started filming for a part, and that's when they like really put me on, and like it was like this whole little like welcome to the team. It was sick. It was
That's
cool.
dope. So do you think it was your consistency, or was it like one defining trick, like, oh shit, this guy's really good?
No, I for sure say it was my consistency. Because like you can be good and do that one trick,
right?
But if you stop, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like, I'm not the best skater in the world, but like one thing for sure I could say is like I won't give up to try to like get better. Wow. And when I was a kid, I was just like, how can I get better? How can I get better? And like every weekend, I'm telling you, like, I would go in there and give them footage, try to get better and better.
So what are your favorite tricks to do? Are you more of like a vert skater, or do you more street stuff?
I'm more street. Okay. But I'm trying to learn how to skate like pools and like coping. It's really scary. Yeah.
Because you're in the air, suspended in the air.
Yeah, it's crazy because you're literally like going up walls. But my favorite trick, I think, is kickflip for sure. Kickflip and hard flip. They're so fun, dude. Like,
what's a hard flip?
Hard flip is a front pop shove it with a kickflip.
It's not a very easy flip.
You know what's funny? They call it like an easy flip now because so many people can do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I was trying to be funny, like, oh, it's not an easy flip now. It's an easy flip.
No, yeah, that's like a joke in skating because like, a lot of people like to hard flip now.
Dude, I can't. It's hard.
No, it's so fun though.
Who are your favorite skaters?
Well, I learned hard flip because of Brian Herman. He's sponsored by Pharmacy too.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite skaters growing up. The America team, like Andrew Reynolds, Figgy.
Is he still skating, Andrew Reynolds?
Yeah, he's still killing it.
Because I remember him from the first Tony Hawk game.
Yeah, he's
still kicking around skating, huh?
Still killing it. So dope. Yeah, I have a bunch of favorite skaters. Chris Jocelyn is like that fearless skater.
That name sounds familiar. Is he the guy that like did that roof thing?
No, that's Jeremy Ray.
I was like, I'm trying to think because I was listening to a podcast. This dude was like, it was like out of the country. Jaws? Does that name?
Oh, Jaws. Yeah, that is crazy. He'll jump off like the biggest.
Yeah. I listened to his podcast and I was like, holy shit, this is pretty insane.
Yeah. You talk about fearless skating, that's him.
Yeah. Damn. So you brought a camera with you, I noticed. When did you get into photography?
I feel like I've always like secretly like loved photography. I would take my mom's phone. You remember like when phones were like flip phones?
Oh, yeah.
1 megapixel cameras.
Oh, yeah.
I would take my mom's phone whenever and just take pictures of the sunset.
Right.
And yeah, like I feel like that was like the first touch at photography without even me knowing it was really photography. I was just like, oh, sunset looks cool, you know?
What about photography do you like so much that you decided to, pursue that as a passion?
Man, that's a really dope question because, to some people, it's like, some people are like, oh, it's just a camera, or it's like, oh, I'm gonna just take this photo. But like in reality, you're like freezing moments in time.
Whoa.
And it like literally like think about like when you take a photo.
Yeah.
When you look at it, you remember how you felt in that moment. And like to me, like time is so important.
Yeah.
Because you literally never get time back. And for this like thing to capture moments like that, that's like crazy to me because what about when you're old and it's like you can't really remember stuff? You could look at that photo and be like, oh my god, I remember that. Or like, what about when a loved one passed away?
Yeah.
What do you have left? Memories? You could look at a photo and it's like you just feel that presence, you know? Like
very
it's
true.
Literally a snapshot frozen in time. That's crazy to me.
Wow. Well said answer. I was not expecting that. that was deep, man. That's next level deep.
Yeah, man.
So I guess, what do you look for in a picture? I mean, there's so many things you can take a picture of. What makes you be like, okay, I'm gonna snap this picture? What do you look for?
Oh man, I look for life.
Life.
Like, for sure. Like, I try to capture the beauty of life.
Wow.
Because even it could be like an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel like if you really care about photography and like just anything to deal with the camera, you understand how like precious life is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, let's say like that idea of like alleyway. To some people, it's like, oh, like that's cool. I'm gonna just keep walking. But like last night, I took a photo of alleyway.
Yeah.
And now that I'm thinking about it, it's like I've trained my mind to just like see different aspects of life in my daily life, you know?
Right.
But like the alleyway, it's like, think about how many people walk through there. Like what has gone down through there, you know? An empty alleyway could tell like the craziest story. People just pass that up, you know?
True. Wow. That's crazy, man. So is that your major? Are you a CTVA major?
Yeah, I'm CTVA major.
What's your like emphasis?
Multimedia production.
What does that consist of?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, honestly, everything.
Like, I see you do everything.
How to code and like.
Yeah.
I took a directing class and it's like I really like it.
Uh-huh.
It's dope, man.
That's cool. So, what do you call people who film videos? Is that a videographer? What's a proper term for it?
I think it depends. So there's like a cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Q talk about this all the time. It's like there's a cameraman and it's like someone tells you like, hey, can you film this? Just stand right there.
Right.
To me, that's like a cameraman.
Okay.
A videographer is like someone that can maybe like film an event.
Okay.
Like stuff like that. And then there's like directors.
Mm-hmm.
And directors can grab the camera.
Right.
For the most part, like people that are barely starting out trying to direct, they're more normally the ones behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the ones guiding everything.
Okay.
They're the reason why this headphone is in the shot.
Right.
They're the reason why we're using this specific lens.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a cinematographer which collaborates with the director to light the scene to really get the essence of a shot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like...
So you do all that?
Yeah, I would say so. Like, I prefer not to be a cameraman.
Right. Because you...
I like having a big say in, like, what I'm shooting, you know?
You shot a couple music videos, right?
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm trying to do, just direct. Nice. And essentially, yeah.
Who's the videos you shot for? You did one for Solo, right? You, Jacques, and
with Jacques, Solo. Shout out to Solo.
Solo, shouts out Solo.
I did one with my homie Trey Woods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to meet up with him again. We're gonna film another one.
Nice, man.
Kind of like a build off to the one that we shot.
I
shot one with my homies Boyd, Bandit, and Deadhead. That's actually the first homies that helped me shoot my first music video. So shout out to them for that. Like, I gotta meet up with them too. We're gonna be collabing in the future.
That's sweet, man. So what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, I just totally forgot. Videos. So, I mean, okay, I guess we can segue into this. I remember you took a bunch of photos. There was an LA protest a while back.
Yeah.
How was that? I mean, I
protest.
saw the photos, and they were great. I mean, you definitely captured the essence of what was going on at the time.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I've never encountered something like that. You just see that type of stuff in the news, you know?
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like to be there, it's a different type of energy.
Right.
Because the news is just, look what these people are doing.
Yeah.
But when you're there, you realize that, like, it's more connected than you feel.
Which one was it? It was LA. What was the reason? I mean, it's unfortunate.
Trump.
There's so many.
Trump just got put into office.
Yeah. Oh man.
So everybody hit downtown to like riot and like not really riot, but
right.
Like protest. You know, speak their voice.
Right.
And it was crazy, man. It was for sure like those photos I took were probably some of the best photos I've ever taken.
They were amazing.
To me, it showed like humanity.
Yeah.
Like it's like, you know, people. I feel like it's easy to feel like you don't have a voice when higher ups are like doing something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like that showed me that we do.
Dude,
like together, you know?
I saw those photos, man. I was very moved. I'm like, damn, man.
Sick, dude. Thank you.
That's crazy. You know, I didn't attend, but I saw that and I was very moved. I'm like, damn, dude, this is like, it's right there. It's unedited.
Yeah.
You know, it's not censored
really
by
raw,
the news.
like,
Yeah, it's very raw. Good word. Yeah, it wasn't like, you know how the news portrays everything, but you were there firsthand, first person, no filters, just your camera.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking those pictures,
Sick.
man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely. So also, I was gonna say, you know, hit this guy up if you're looking to get some photography done, because he did some of my cool shots. That was awesome. We're in this rooftop, you know, put on some music. Awesome. It was tough first. I was trying, like, I didn't know what to do, and I put on some music.
No, it's all good.
Very cool. And he also does music videos, so hit this guy up.
Thank you.
So this podcast directly kind of relates to our previous one. You have a pretty tight friendship with Q. I had no idea that y'all grew up together.
Yeah, basically.
I thought y'all just met up at the dorms or something.
Nah, man. That's
How did y'all meet?
This is a funny story. So we grew up skating. And, like, he loves pharmacy, too. Like,
right.
You know, like, we're from Pondo, so it's like everybody kind of knew each other.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, me and Q didn't really like each other.
Really?
Because I was a little kid and I was a little jerk, like, and I don't know, we just, for some reason, we didn't like each other.
How much older? What's the age difference between you two?
Like a couple months.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but, like, you know, when you're a little kid, it's
right.
like, you don't know anything about the world. It's just
yeah.
Like, no, I want to skate. You know, it's like really stupid, but
yeah.
He, yeah, like, we never, like, we talked, we were homies, but, like, we were never really over, like how we are today.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when I was moving out here, he was one of the few people I knew that was actually at the dorms. So I hit him up, and I was like, hey, like, are you down to be my roommate next year? And he was like, hell yeah, down. Mm-hmm. You know, it was just like, all right, sick. And honestly, like, who would have known that a few years later that we would have became, like, brothers?
Yeah.
He's literally the same person as me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like,
I find it pretty crazy, too. Y'all are always together, like, always hanging out. I had no idea you guys grew up together.
Yeah. I think that's, like, a dope story because, like I said, who would have known, like, we started off not liking each other. Definitely. And now we're, like, super close homies. Like,
so
dope.
What made you want to go to CSUN?
Man, that's a crazy story.
Mm.
That's a really crazy story.
I like crazy stories.
I feel like, okay, not a lot of people know this about me. But
exclusive.
But
World Star. No, fuck World Star. Not saying fuck World Star. Voncast show exclusive. What's really good.
Okay, so when I was in high school, I was just skating.
Yeah.
I only wanted to skate. I wasn't really thinking like, oh, you can go to school, get a job, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to skate. But shout out to my counselor, dude. If you hear this, Mr. Hart, thank you for everything.
Shouts out.
I basically wasn't really planning on going to school. My sister was attending CSUN when I was getting close to graduate.
Okay.
And, you know, like, I look up to my sister, so I was like, you know, maybe I'll go to CSUN. It was just a random thought.
Yeah.
And then I would always go to my counselor, and he would always tell me, have you applied to college? And I was like, nah. And he was like, you know, you should just go. If your skating takes off, you can just drop out and always come back.
Right.
And he's like, that's what Paul George did. Paul George from Palmdale.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? Like, maybe you're right. And then he told me, like, yeah, like, maybe you'll like kinesiology. Because I was always hurting myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I was always fixing myself, too. I was finding out. He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's cool. So my sister coming here kind of was, like, a dope motivation to come here. But my counselor, like, even though I'm not a kinesiology major anymore,
mm-hmm.
like, I really owe a lot to him for even pushing me to go to college because, like, I wasn't really thinking about that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm, like, I love education. Like, I'm very
great.
grateful to be here, you know?
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
That's dope, man. How's your summer been?
Dope. I've been working so much.
Here, right?
Not here. Editing a bunch, shooting a bunch. I've been for sure trying to shoot a bunch because, you know, in the semester,
yeah,
you get caught up with classes.
Definitely.
Like, that's my priority right now.
Yeah, every time I'm here, I always see you're working, which you're always editing something.
Yeah.
Q mentioned to me that both of y'all intern at Dash Radio.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Q told most of the story
yeah.
In the past podcast.
Right.
But basically, our homie hit us up, and I was going to do a job for an artist, China Marie, and I was just going to film, like, the radio show, But so I was gonna go by myself, but then I remember Q was telling me like, yo, I'm trying to get into this film stuff. So I was like, let me see if you can come with me.
Yeah.
You know, just for like experience and like,
right.
Like let's do this together. We went, and the way me and Q work, like I said, we're basically like brothers. So it's like, and when it's time to get serious, we're like, all right, let's do this. So I guess the host saw how we worked, and after the show was done, he like asked us like, hey, are you guys looking for an internship? Like at the moment we're looking for like video interns. That's dope. And we were just like, what? Like, yo, we'd be really down, you know? And it ended up just like me and like shout out to TJ if you listen to TJ, you're tight. He's the host of the show, and like we all just vibe together. So it was, to me, it was more like fate. Like it was just something that was meant to happen because perfect timing, like perfect vibe, and now we're going back like every Sunday to help film like their show and like their content. I mean, they put out.
I gotta check it out. What they're doing, man. I gotta check it out because I always see you editing stuff, and it seems like you're in a room and people are talking similar to this.
Yeah, exactly like this. But normally Q's over there in the corner. I'm over here. That's cool, we edit live on the Kickback Show.
The Kickback Show. When is that?
So live on the Kickback, they basically give a platform to up and coming artists that haven't really. Well, yeah, no, I would say they for sure like they're blowing up. They're for sure blowing up, and they like to even push that even further and help them out. You know, it's super cool. Like I love watching podcasts myself.
Do you?
So to be in these rooms with them, I always like get gems from them. You know,
that's cool. Any advice that anything they said that you can like say here that is pretty inspirational, motivational?
Man, they say a lot. Like it's really a lot. I for sure feel like the biggest thing I've been getting from every artist has been to just keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
And really follow your heart. In terms of like what your passions are, you know? Yeah. I feel like that's something that a lot of people are kind of scared to do.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's a big jump because I feel that society has these expectations of people that, you know, once you get out of college, you need a stable job. And in a sense, maybe you do.
Yeah.
It depends on your lifestyle, and a lot of times these stable jobs don't necessarily correlate with your passions. And then here you are doing, you know, your job, which is great. You're providing for yourself, possibly family if you have some. But what I'm scared of, which I will never do, is you wake up 20, 30 years later and you're like, dude, what the heck have I been doing? I have a passion for this. I mean, I have money. I'm successful. I have a job, a house, a car, which are great.
Yeah.
Great material things. It's nothing wrong with being comfortable. But, dude, like,
Are you happy?
Are you happy? You know, I mean, I don't know if I can skate or rap at like a 40 or 50. I think it'd be a lot tougher. Whereas now.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, dude. It's like, for sure, your whole life you're told you have to get this 9-to-5 job. You have to get these stable jobs. People don't talk about following your passion. People don't talk about like these jobs that people made through their own passions. They're successful. You know what I mean? It's like that's not really put in the spotlight. What's put in the spotlight is like I have to get a 9-to-5 job. I have to get a degree. I have to do all this. And don't get me wrong. The people that do that, good for them. Some people want to do that.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't lie to yourself. You know. I lied to myself trying to go into school for kinesiology.
Me too.
And it's like, it's hard.
Yeah.
Trust me. I don't blame anybody for being in these degrees that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's scary sometimes, but
definitely.
You know, at the end of the day, like if you know you got yourself, it's like you'll be good. And it's like what you said. Like personally, I know I won't look back 20 years from now, 30 years from now, thinking like, dang, I messed up, not doing what I wanted to do in my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, yo, that was crazy. And I'm still going to keep going.
Right.
Because that's the thing about, like, I feel like this generation or, like, the more people I talk to, I feel like they're starting to realize that you don't have to do one job your whole life.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to do directing. Maybe I could do that for 10 years, you know?
Yeah.
But what about the next 10 years? Like, personally, I want to be a professor. Like,
awesome.
I want to, like, be a psychologist.
That's dope.
Like, I love talking to people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I know I can. You know? It's
definitely.
like, I'm not going to go to school to be a psychologist for my whole life.
Yeah.
Because I'm not limited to one thing in my life.
Oh, that's really big.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I have the potential to do whatever I want with my life. And don't get me wrong, everybody has their barriers.
Right.
But there's ways around things, you know?
Very true.
It's like, are you going to put in the time to do what you really want to do with your life?
Yeah.
Or are you just going to be like, dang, this sucks. All right, let me go back to my 9-to-5 job.
Yeah. Also, too, nothing wrong with 9-to-5s. I mean, I think it's great to have those to supplement your passion.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, straight up.
I'm trying to...
That's just an example, though.
Yeah, definitely.
What I'm trying to say is,
I know what you mean. We all know what
jobs that you don't like.
Yes. Yeah. Right now, I went to the hiring process for this one company. It's like an emergency dispatch thing.
Dope.
And I hope I get it, man, because
the
thing is, it's a graveyard shift is the only available one, but I'm down, dude.
Yeah.
It's from 10:30 to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Or 10 to 6 a.m. It'll be different, but I like the challenge. But I'm thinking, like, dude, the money I can make from that, I can definitely put into my craft.
Yeah.
You know, because I was very naive to thinking, oh, music is free. It's not. You got a studio time, music videos, merchandise, promoting.
You want to do it right, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely I'm stoked. I really hope I get the job.
Oh, yeah, good for you, man.
You know, I want, like, the sacrifices. You got to make some sacrifices, you know, to do what you really want to do. Like, I don't mind doing a graveyard shift, freaking, you know, from 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. when everyone's partying, go home, you know, get 8 hours rest, gym, whatever, and do it again. I don't mind.
That's the hustle, dude.
Yeah.
See, you're willing to sacrifice things, and that's what separates you from people that are thinking, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a big sacrifice, you know? It's like, so good for you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Likewise with you, man. So how many more years do you have at CSUN?
Dude, this is my last semester.
Is your last semester?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's crazy.
So you're done in the fall, but you're walking in spring.
Yeah.
What are your plans after this?
Man, just work. That's all I've been doing right now. It's like I've been picking up jobs that, like, now I'm not even graduated yet, you know? But it's like at the moment I'm just trying to establish myself so people, if they need a director, they know who to go to.
Yeah.
And it's like me and Q are like collabing on like directing now, and it's like I'm just trying to set up like that foundation so when I graduate, people are like, I know what he does, you know?
Definitely.
Like, have you ever heard that not really a quote, I feel like, but it's like that idea of like whatever city you're in, make sure everybody knows what you're doing in that city.
Oh, I never
Take
knew
over
about
that city.
Oh, wow.
Once you did that, branch out into another city.
Wow.
Then now you have these pools to like pick from. People are like knowing, oh, okay, I need a director. Bam, right there.
Right.
And it's like I'm not just doing music videos, you know? It's like I do photography.
Definitely.
I want to do commercials, like
definitely.
Eventually I want to do movies.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man. There's so much to do. So when people ask me, what are you going to do after? It's like, there's so much to do. It's like, there's so much opportunity out there to really do stuff.
Yeah. Also, too, it's funny because a couple years ago, or maybe last year, I saw a Halloween picture of you and Q as the dudes from Pulp Fiction. I'm like, dude, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
It was Jules. What's his name? Jules?
Yeah.
And what was Samuel Jackson's name? I forgot his name in that video.
I think Samuel Jackson's name is Jules. But
Jules and Vince Vega.
Yeah, Vince Vega.
And Jules. Yeah, I was like, dude,
Vince Vega.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's legit.
He was ASAP Rocky from Lamborghini Hot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw that, dude. I remember that. That's awesome.
That was so tight.
Anything else, man?
What do you mean?
Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah.
Any upcoming projects for you?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I just wrapped up a music video for my homie Q.
Okay.
No
Wait.
Palace.
Q?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, he raps too?
Quetzala.
Okay.
Quetzala. I don't know if I said her name right. I'm sorry, Q. But I just finished that last night.
Okay.
And I'm filming another one today of solo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which song?
Soul to Soul. Yeah, it's a very beautiful song.
Is that in his album on iTunes, or is that a different?
No, it's on his podcast, on his SoundCloud.
Okay.
He just sent me that.
That's dope. I really like his music. I like his work. Very positive.
He's amazing. Like, honestly, like,
dude, I want him on this podcast. So hard to get a hold of him.
So much soul. I'll tell him today that you're trying to.
Bro, I hit him up via text. I hit him up via instant DMs.
Yeah.
Yo,
I will tell him.
Please, thank you.
Because he's for sure somebody I would listen to a podcast.
No, he's a freaking renaissance man. Like, he doesn't just rap. Man. He does like
everything,
he does everything we do,
and I respect him so much.
And he skates.
And he skates. Too.
Motherfucker. He's like he does everything. Like
man.
I know he does. He raps. He skates. He makes visual art.
Yeah. And he makes his own beats.
Huh?
He makes his own beats too.
He makes it. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here! No way.
Garage band. He does.
Solo. I gotta hit you up for some beats after this. And he has his own clothing brand.
Yeah, he does.
Who is this guy? Like,
he's
man,
a beast.
Dude, he's a beast. I've got much respect for Solo. Solo, when you hear this, please hit me back up. I really want to do a podcast with you. Who would I gotta talk to, man? I gotta talk to your people. I gotta do like like third party. Yo, let me talk to Solo, man. Man. Where can we find you at? Do you have a website or Instagram handle that people can see your pictures?
My Instagram is at Joshua Valle __. You spell Valle Valle because people spell it weird.
I always wondered how you say your name, Valle, like Valle, right?
Yeah,
Joshua
people normally
Valle.
say like Valley, and I'm just like, no, it's Valle.
Hey, and also too, before we end off this podcast, didn't you win some contest? A while back, like you submitted some photos.
Oh yeah, that was at C-Sun's Multimedia. I forgot what they called it.
Yeah. But
it was like multimedia showcase, and basically, they had different categories.
Yeah.
For like visual art, photography, web design.
Yeah.
A bunch of stuff. And like I submitted videos, but I didn't get. I think it was like a Frank Ocean song I used. So the guy that was like running it was like, "Oh, I can't use that because copyright."
Oh yeah.
But I shot a photo. I gave him photos from my trip to El Salvador.
Yeah.
And like, that was probably one of my favorite photos I've ever taken because that's such a crazy photo to me. Like that's like life, Mm-hmm. And it's like an untold story. That's what I called it. That's what I titled it. Untold story.
Yeah, because I remember I always looked forward to your Instagram posts because for a while you were in El Salvador. Yeah. You were taking some really cool pictures.
Yeah, that was like a life-changing trip, dude.
How long were you there for?
Almost a month.
You had family there?
Yeah, that was the first time I ever met my family in person.
What's it like there?
It's different, dude.
Different.
It's a different way of living. And like, it just makes you realize that like, I think what matters at the end of the day for you to have, you're talking about like, oh, I need a house, like for that 9-to-5 job. Yeah. I feel like so long as you have your family and like people you really care about near you, none of that matters, dude. And it's like, dope. It made me appreciate the opportunities I have being here. Yeah. Especially in LA too. It's like, oh, LA, yeah. People dream about like coming over here, Yeah. And it's like over there I saw like don't get me wrong, it's like there's wealth over there. Definitely. But like I saw like poor, and it's just like I saw like little kids with like no shoes trying to sell like gum for like 10 cents, dude. Yeah. Oh, crazy story. I'll tell you a crazy story. I tell a lot of people this because I hope it like it inspires people because so basically at my uncle's house, thank you to my uncle for letting me stay at his place. Thank you, uncle. But at my uncle's house, around the corner, there was a lady selling a type of food. I forgot the name of it. Empanadas, I think. Yeah. So she was selling them for $0.25. And I was like, yo, if I lived here, I'd be fat. $0.25? They were so good, dude. They were so good. And my aunt was telling me, yeah, she used to be here Monday through Sunday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monday through Sunday every week. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, I literally would have been here eating. She's like, yeah, she put her daughter through college with that money. Wow. And out there, it's harder to find a job out there. Really? Way harder. There's not really that many like industries to go into. There's normally like health, engineering, and what was the other one? Or like army. It's like, don't quote me on that either, but that's literally like the main ones that you can really choose from. Yeah. Like to be creative out there, it's kind of like a harder like. I can imagine. It's like, do we need that? Like, there's more important things, Yeah. Yeah. And like, it for sure like made me realize if I'm here, I'm gonna take advantage of that. It's very true. And it's like, but it also made me like want to travel the world more. Mm-hmm. It was very like, I was like, when I came back, people asked me how it was. And I was telling them it's like a hidden paradise. Yeah. Because don't get me wrong, El Salvador is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Yeah, I
I wanted to ask about that. I mean, I know the news and the media portrays it in one light. It can portray it in one light, not saying all do.
Yeah.
I know that there's a very infamous gang that came out of the area. Yeah. I don't want to say that name. I don't want to. No gang affiliations. Feel me? Yeah. But I mean, did you have to face that? Was that something you had to watch out for?
I had to be aware of that because I had my camera gear out there.
Oh yeah.
I had to be aware of that, but I never really encountered it.
Yeah.
You know, I would drive by like sketchy areas.
Right.
But my family kept me like safe.
Yeah.
Which it sucks because like I don't want El Salvador to be known as that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that's like I said, it's like a very hidden paradise.
Definitely.
And like the way I was talking about it too was you wouldn't go to the worst part of LA looking for waterfalls, you know? It's exactly like El Salvador.
Yeah.
Like I went there, dude, I was nervous going over there.
Yeah.
Trust me, like all you hear about is like these crazy stories of like people getting killed and like I'm sure it's happening, but like people don't talk about the beautiful side of it. Like
you're right.
I got to jump into a waterfall. Like
who does that?
That's crazy.
It's been a while.
I got to like see this culture that's so beautiful, and it's like it for sure connected me back to my culture, you know?
Yeah. I can kind of relate because over winter I went to the Philippines. I visited for the first time in 20 years.
Dude, that's dope.
20 plus years.
That's dope.
And I was kind of nervous too because when you think of Philippines, you think of the president there who's very conservative, shooting people on sight, how it's kind of dangerous. I didn't experience that, but I got to reconnect, you know, kind of with my culture in the Philippines. It's very eye-opening, very humbling. I mean, you definitely did see. What I saw more. How do I put this? Like, here you see, like, you know, first class, you know, middle class, and like working class, and like rich, like the richer people. There, it's like very, like, it's very obvious. Like, I can see a building, and the next I can see a bunch of like makeshift homes and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the poverty was so prevalent. It really opened my eyes. I'm like, damn, dude, like it's crazy. I feel very blessed that, you know, our families worked so hard and moved to here for a better opportunity.
It for sure humbles you down. And it's like I said, that idea of opportunity. It's like my mom like immigrated over here.
Yeah.
And it's like when you're younger, you don't really understand that.
Right.
You're like, oh, I was born into this. But man, like. Plus, I took a Central American Studies class when I came back to really understand where I came from. And it's like, dude, the journey over here, it's no joke, man.
Yeah.
People die every day, like, trying to get here.
Definitely.
Can you believe that? Like, having to put your life on the line just for that opportunity.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, sacrifice.
Dude. And it's like, you just want to help all those people, dude. And it's like.
Definitely.
Damn, dude. But it's like, the way I see it is like, do it for the people that can't, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's very powerful. Cool, man. Well, I'm going to wrap it up because I do have to do something for the Asian American Studies office.
Sick.
I let them know that I have an interview. I'll be there at 10:30.
Oh, no.
Little do they know, I'm the one doing the interview. Voncast show was really good. AAS office was really good. Shouts out everyone. I don't want to miss someone. Well, thank you so much, Josh.
Hey, man.
I appreciate it, man. So if y'all ever need professional high quality photography done, or if you up and coming rapper, them SoundCloud rappers, you got that mad clout, yo, you need that music video done,
I got you.
Hit up Josh, dude. He does some very amazing work. I firsthand have seen his work. He's taking my photos. You know what I'm saying? I put them shits on Tinder. Oh. I got a couple matches. What's really good? Shouts out. Yeah, man. I remember taking a picture. I'm like, damn, this is gonna be my Tinder profile. You know, I got a couple matches, you know. Not so successful, but I got a couple matches, man. And I think it's all the power of the camera. The angles, man. That magic hour, that sunset hitting. You got them shades on. And girls are like, damn, that's what's up. This guy looking fly and shit.
Let me hit the light real quick.
Yeah, hit the lights. Well, thank you again, Josh. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey,
thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on, man.
No problem. Thank you.